Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, we are going to be doing our favorite video of the month, the completed pages video. These are all of the pages that I got done in not only January, but also December, and just a couple of whips that I wanted to share with you as well. Got a lot to get through. I did have a busy month, which I'm very happy with since December was so very not busy. So I wanted to, show you all this. So let's get started. The first whip I have is this one from Lizzie Mary Cullen's Magical Christmas. This is the Advent project that I had started. And so I got this whole left side done, and I am still working my way through this side. I hope that you can see the fun shimmer and sparkle on this page. I had so much fun doing this. I used my ink tints to do this, and like I said, this first side there are 12 videos available on the channel to show you how I did that, and then it's basically the same techniques on this side. So I use my Dharma ink tints. I've got some stickles on here, and then I've also got some Art Spirits glitter paint on here too, and a little bit of gel pen. So I've got some gold gel pen, a little bit of red, and a little bit of black right there. So yeah, I really hope that you guys can see how sparkly and fun that is. It's just been, it was a really fun page to do, and December was rough, so so that is why this one is unfinished. But yeah, I really like this side so far. So this is still, I still have all of my stuff sitting on my desk. I just need to pull it to the side and take a minute and finish it. It won't take that long once I get it going. Hopefully it won't be sitting here through the rest of the year, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna push myself on that one. The other whip that I have is this one in Methographic Paradise, and it's this one. And I am doing this in a video that's going to be out soon. So this is the Q is for quartz. So here's some of the little quartz, quote unquote, quartz that I did. And I haven't gotten very far on this, but yeah, and that's all using alcohol markers. All right, we're going to do the December pages first. I did finish one page in the Johanna planner from last year, and it's this one. I used Staedtler Ergosoft pencils and a little bit of Stardust pen on the roof. Just wanted it to be fun and colorful. I wasn't super feeling the Christmas, so it's not very Christmassy like tones or anything, but still a fun one to do. So there is that one. I did this one in Holly Jolly Christmas by Lacey Sunshine. I did this page here. This is using alcohol markers, a little bit of colored pencil, not much, and then stickles. So hopefully you can see the sparkle on that too. And that was really fun to do, and I liked adding in the little background, because most of these pages don't have any background. It's just like a character, so it was fun to add a little bit of a fun little background on that one. The next one I did in Camellia Angel Coba's 50 Christmas Elves. This book is really cute, and I did this page. This one was a very early one in the month, or in the Christmas season for me, and I had plans to color so many in this book, and that just didn't happen. So here is one that I colored for that. Again, I kept it really simple color palette and kind of repeated those colors everywhere. A little bit of colored pencil, but not much, mostly alcohol markers. So yeah, so that is from 50 Christmas Elves. And then I also did a page in Nice Little Town Christmas 2. I did this page. And this one I really was really pleased with. I really like how it turned out. This is all colored pencils, all colored pencils except for a little bit of gold Stardust Sparkle Pop and some white Posca. I think I used I don't know if I used Black Widows or Prismacolors. I can't remember. But the bricks back here were already grayscaled, so I don't know, it just went really fast. So I was very pleased with that and really like how it turned out. It makes me happy to look at it. I love this book anyway, so happy to have another one. Well, did I have one done? I think I have one done in here. Maybe? No, this is my first one in this book. So, yep, there is that one. Okay, so on to January. I am pretty impressed with what I managed to get done this month. So yeah, let's get started. The first one I did was in Botanicum, and this kind of started off my whole coloring journey this month. I did this as I think a weekend whip, and then I also had started this, the background on a How I Color Ice and Snow video. And I used Brute Funer square pencils, some white Posca, and then on the ice down here I've got Stickles, and then on the snow I have the Cosmic Shimmer Luna Paste. And a little bit of Stardust sparkle pen on the skates there. But I really wanted this to be a soft, really soft page. The Brute Funers worked really wonderfully on this paper and just kind of made me want to color more in this book, but of course I didn't. We're going to talk about that on another video though. Yeah, that was it, I think. Oh no, I have another whip in here that I had started. This one was for the P is for Peacock video that I have out there, and I really like the pink peacock. She's sparkly too. So yeah, there is that one from Botanica. The next one I have is from the Manga Invasion coloring book. And I think most of these are all ones that a lot of these are ones that I haven't had a page done in before. So I did this one. And this one was a really fun one to do. I love this book. When I first got it, I was a little intimidated by all the little things, because if you look at like a page, so you have like the big animal, and then you have all these little guys flying around, and then a character. But they're so cute. It's such a cute book. And I was very happy to get one done in here. And I've got, I used Prismacolors, and then I've got some Stickles and some Silver Sparkle Pop pen kind of scattered around on the page. Kind of outlining the smoke is where all the Stickles are, and then the silver's on his beak, and then his flipper. So yeah, it was really fun to do. I like it a lot. I want to color more in this one. Okay, the next one I did was in Fantastical Land, and this is by Demita Victoria. I do have another finished page in here, which is that one. This is the one that I did for this month. You'll notice a theme I was trying to keep wintry for a little while, and most of my color palettes are purples and blues and pinks. So that was the theme for this month. I tried to do like a silver hair, but I think it just turned out more gray. But I think she still turned out really pretty. I do like this book. I decided that I was going to use alcohol markers as a base, so you can see kind of there. So I did like the background and her clothes. I think her skin and her hair were all based with alcohol markers. Then everything else was Prismacolor pencils. And then some sparkle pop pen in the background and some white Posca to get all the little snowflakey dots and stuff. But I think she turned out pretty. I'm not sure how I feel about coloring in these books still. Like, I try, and I don't know. I really like some of the artwork, and I'm just too lazy to copy them into another book. But yeah, I do want to color more in this. But it's definitely not one where I need to finish every page or anything. Although most of the pages in this one are really pretty. I do like them. Anyway, so there is that one, that from Fantastical Land. The next one I have is from Mina Winterwelt, I think that's how you pronounce it. This is one of those colorful world books that is, I think this one is done. Yeah, this one's completely done by Ursula Schwab. And I did this page. And this one was an interesting one because I used oil pastels for well, not the first time, but I'm relatively new at oil pastels. So it was really fun to try to use them. I do have another oil pastel page coming up later on. But I use them in very different ways. So on this page, I used, the oil pastels are all in the background and a little bit on the penguin. So like everywhere where the purple and the blue here, and then the purple on the belly, and then the outside parts of the penguin were colored with polychromos and a little bit of white Posca. But yeah, everything else is the oil pastels, and I used a little bit of a solvent and a blender to blend this out so it's not like sticky or anything. I've got some stickles on the ice there. I have some Sparkle Pop pen around on the background, and yeah, I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun to do, and it's using the oil pastels. I really need to work in larger areas, so this was a good illustration for that because there's large chunks of area to color. But yeah, I really had fun with that one. And again, I've got that purples and blues and pinks theme going on. So that is that one. The next one I did was Enchanted Christmas, and this was a whip from December. So I finished it up. This one is using... I want to say that I used, I used Spirafarben and Color Soft. I think I did a little bit of a weekend whip with this page as well last month. Well, not last month, but December. And then I've got some of the Art Spirits paint here. So there's this one here that's got like a shimmer of gold. So I'm hoping that you can see that shimmer there. And then down here on the snow, I also have another one that's another shimmery, but it's not gold, it's more silver. And then I've got some stickles on the stars in the background, a little bit of the gold glitter gel on the present and around the ribbon here. Yeah. And then a little bit of a metallic gel pen around the outside. This paper was really not easy to color on, but I did it. I managed to get it done. Oh, and I did use some Derwent ink tenses too, as well, on the trees and the branches up here. So yeah, that is that. I think they turned out cute. Okay, next one is in Fadorables, and this one is adorable. And I am planning on coloring one each month in this, I believe, because I think I colored, well, maybe not. I think I maybe had it to color and I just didn't get to it. Anyway, I colored this one this month. And this is full of sparkle and shine. And I'm, again, hoping you can see how crazy sparkly that is. I used alcohol markers for the character. Prismacolors, I want to say. Yeah, Prismacolors on the little owls. And then in the background, I used a combination of Neocolors, chalk pastel, and then the Extreme Glitter Hologram paint from Folk Art, which is my favorite paint. It's this stuff. I love it. So it's this one. And it's the hologram one, so it just has glitter everywhere. Oops, I got a hair on there too. But yeah, glitter everywhere. And it's so sparkly and shiny. And then I've got a little bit of stickles going in through her hair and on her dress straps. Lots of white Posca. So yeah, this was definitely a mixed media page, and I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun with this one. So there is that one from Fadorables. The next one I colored was in this coloring book, which I don't know the exact name of. I think that it said something like Flower Time or Time for Flower or something flowers. But this is the page that I did. And this book is so stinking cute. I did this one for a color along that was on Instagram by Danielle. She's at Tavorna, if you want to check her out. She's amazing. She does a few color alongs a year, and she always picks interesting ones. And so this time she picked a giraffe one, and I was really tempted to do this beautiful page that's in Wild Winter, the mythographic that came out recently. And then everybody started doing that one. So I started searching all of my books to find another giraffe page. And I found this one, and I figured that this one was probably one that a lot of people wouldn't have. I used Neo colors on everything except for the smaller areas, like these little leaves and flowers along the giraffe's neck and the little bird, the hummingbird. But everything else is Neo colors, even the shading and stuff. It's all Neo colors. And I had a lot of fun doing this. This book is so cool. Look at that. It's so neat. It's and it takes the water mediums really well. Here was a experiment with some distress inks, and you can see that the splotch is, the water splotches, they come out perfectly. I used some polychromos to do these little guys down here. I did another test page where I was testing out the Neo colors there. I mean, it works awesome. So yeah, I really had a lot of fun doing this, and yeah, I think that's it. So that is that one. The next one is from Wondrous Wildlife. This is also a giraffe page because, when I get focused on something, I can't seem to let it go. So I was still looking for giraffes, and I couldn't decide between this one and the other one. So I did this one in more traditional colors and the other one in crazy not traditional colors. But I like the way that this one turned out too. This is a mix of several different pencil types. This is another book where the paper's a little wonky. So I was trying to find paper that really worked well on here. No, pencils that really worked well on this paper. So I've got a mix of Arteza pencils, Giotto pencils, Pro Color pencils, and Prismacolors. And then I also have a little bit of sparkly markers on here and a little tiny bit of alcohol markers. So just the background or the border and the base down here. But yeah, I think they turned out cute. I really like this book too. Lots of different animals, and each one is, I don't know, I just think it would be this one would be a really fun one to finish someday. I don't know that I have it in me, but I think it would be really cool to just flip through it and see all the images colored. But yeah, so there's my second giraffe page. Okay, then I've got this page in Illuminations. This one is by Heather Valentin, and I colored this pretty little page. I used Distress ink in the background. Actually, Distress ink on everything except for her skin and hair. And then I used colored pencils on top to shade. I added some stickles down here to the ice because ice is sparkly to me, so it always has to have stickles. But yeah, I really like the way she turned out. I used polychromos on her face and hair. Yeah, I think that's it. She turned out really pretty. And again, pink, purple, and blue. That is my color palette. So yeah, so that is from Illuminations. Next, I did this buddy color with Corey from Colorfully Optimistic. I have not seen Corey's page yet. She's supposed to send me a picture. I still haven't seen it. But I did this page. We did this page. And I don't have the Hannah Lynn book, but I have the steampunk version, and it's got several of the same pages in it. So Corey had sent me this one, and I thought that that one would be a wonderful page to do. And this is also for Corey's color along, the Hannah Lynn, what is that, a whimsy something? I can't remember. But yeah, we did this one. I used alcohol markers as a base. Then I used some of my Cosmic Shimmer watercolor paint. I've got like a bronze color on the hat and the buttons, and then on the headband too. I don't know if you can see, but it changes color, so it goes from brown to green, and I really, really like that. And then I also went through and splatter painted some like goldy bronze and some of that other green bronze around to kind of give it, I don't know, that grungy look, because it's steampunk, you know. I think I started this on a weekend whip as well, and was worried about the hair, but I really like the way that it turned out. And then her eyes look really pretty too. I thought I did a good job on the eyes. But yeah, so that is that. And see, you can see all the alcohol marker stuff. So there is that one. That was from Steampunk Special. I think the Hannah Lynn version is called Steampunk Darlings. The next one I did, this was another real quick one with my alcohol markers. I did this one from, what is this? Wintertime Mandalas, however you say it. This was another one with pink, blue, and purple. It's a really cute one though. This is very simply done with just alcohol markers and white Posca and a little bit of stickles on the snow. Turned out really cute, really fast, really easy. I was done in like, I don't even know, like a half hour. No, maybe an hour, depending on how many times I had to get up. But I don't know, it was a very quick one. I was surprised at how fast I got it done. It turned out cute. I have a finished page in Victorian Darlings, which I did post this one on Instagram. I did this beautiful lady. This was a book that I hadn't had any finished pages in either, so I'm very happy to have this finished now. She is completely done in alcohol markers. You can see there, except for her eyes are done with pencils, and then all of the shading is done with pencils, some silver Sparkle Pop pen, and a little bit of white Posca. But she turned out really pretty. And I found I was inspired by an image I saw on Pinterest. It was like a hydrangea color palette, and it had all these purples and blues and pinks mixed together. So I thought that would be a good color palette for this one. I have started this lady, so I'm working on her. And then the other thing that I did is I went through and I did a base layer of skin on every single character throughout the whole book, just so that I can kind of give myself a little bit of a head start on getting these done. And I think that that's gonna really, I don't know, help me get more of these done. So yeah, like I said, my alcohol markers were a huge bonus this month. So this one is Victorian Darlings. This next one is Winter Wonderland Creative Haven. This is Teresa Goodrich, and this is the other one that I did with my oil pastels, and I did this page. Now you can tell that's a really big difference between the other page and this one. And this one is basically, this is like, if you touch this, I mean, it's fine. It's not going to go anywhere. I could probably seal it. But it's very like a sketchy type oil pastel look. And I was trying to figure out what book in here that I wanted to do that on, or what page in this book that I wanted to do that on, because I needed something that had large areas to color in. And like a lot of this stuff is like teeny tiny things. But I really, really had fun playing with those. It's very messy. There's stuff sticking out of the border everywhere, but I had a lot of fun blending things together and trying to use different techniques to shade, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then I've got some stickles on the snowflakes on there too, so I don't know if you'll be able to see those, but yeah, it was a really fun learning experience, and this is something that I would like to recreate on another page too. I have used my oil pastels one other time on a page from, I think, like Camellia Angel Cova. I did one of her pages with oil pastels, and it was like this sketchy kind of look. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with more of those. I did get some for Christmas, so that's why I've got some. I used them a little bit more this month. So this is definitely a medium that I'm going to continue to work with. But yeah, very pleased with how that turned out. It was super fun to do. So that is in Winter Wonderland. And then I've got 2 done in Reptiloids. This is from my Standing Buddy color with the wonderful ladies, Emma Colors, Poet Spice, and JoJo's a Hannah. And I will put links to all of their channels below. We send each other Instagram messages and, you know, show off our pages each month. And Johanna has picked out color palettes for us each month. So I finally finished December's. So this was the red and green, and Emma and I actually picked the same page, and it's so funny how different things look, you know, like I know we're different colorists, but when you do buddy colors and you color the same page, it's crazy how different, even though she still had her red, green, and gold in it, it's completely different. So mine is, those were the colors, by the way, red, green, and gold for Christmas. And this is what I came up with. Again, this is all done in alcohol markers. And then I did, I think Prismacolors on top. I want to say, yeah, Prismacolors on top. And I think I worked on this in a weekend whip recently. This is the one that I did for January. And this guy we were supposed to use all blues. And yeah, again, alcohol markers in the background and everywhere, and then Prismacolors to shade everything. I used some white Posca and a little bit of silver Sparkle Pop pen. Yep, that is that. And then next month, I haven't started it yet, but this is the one I'm going to do next month. So I've got to get my backer page. And next month is like, or this month, because it's February. It's all reds and pinks and stuff. So that is going to be that month. Next month's picture. Okay. Next, I did this one in Unicorn Wonders. This is another one where I have done a lot of work with the alcohol markers. I wanted something with an open background so I could play with trying to do swirls of color and blending, and I had a lot of fun doing that background. When I first did it, I was like, I completely was sure that I had messed it up. But the thing about alcohol markers is you just have to keep layering, and it finally will end up looking like a cohesive thing. And then, you know, of course, the Posca doesn't hurt. Posca on top helps hide quite a bit. And then I did do alcohol markers on the rest of the horse as well. Some shading with Prismacolors. Prismacolors? Did I write that down? Yeah, Prismacolors. And then I used my Art Spirits silver paint, which is amazingly sparkly. I'm not still great at using those paints, so you can see a couple of places where it's like worn off, but it still looks really cool. And then I used some white Posca to do a few highlights around. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, this one came together really fast as well. This was another one that I was going to work on my weekend whip recently, but I ran out of time. But I did end up finishing that same night. So yeah, lots of fun sparklies. I like this page a lot. Okay, then we've got this page in Joyous Blooms to color. This one's we're almost done, guys. I've got this page that I did, and this one is for my How I Color Quotes video. So the video for this month, or for letter Q, is How I Color Quartz and Quotes. So it's a little bit longer video, but I did the quartz that I showed you earlier from that unicorn page at the beginning, and then I did this one and then the next one as well on screen. So I go through how I colored all of that. I really like it, and I like it together with this other page too. So yeah, it's not quite the same color. This is a little more pinky, and this has a little bit more purpley tones in it, but still, I think they go together pretty well. So that is from Joyous Blooms to Color. The other quote that I did is in You Are Made of Stars from Forrest Iver. And I did this page. And again, there's some sparkly, shimmery goodness on there. And then alcohol markers everywhere. Everything was alcohol markers except a little bit of colored pencils in the background to make it look, I don't know, shaded, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, had a lot of fun doing that one. The next one is in Fantasy Coloring Book, the Art Nouveau from Jade Summer. I did this lady, this dragon lady. I did this for Norma Coloring's Woman in All Green, and I did not finish it quite in time. I finished a little bit. Well, I guess I could have posted it yesterday. I don't know. I like it. It's very striking. I hate this. I used this gold metallic luster folk art paint, and it's a lovely paint. It really is. I'm just crap at painting. So I've got, like, I had to go back through and fix things, and it was not fun. And then I should have just done the whole thing with this silver sparkle pop pen, or the gold sparkle pop pen, and it would have been fine. But again, this is all alcohol markers with some Prismacolor shading on top. Not that much shading. The dragon is pretty much all alcohol markers. The only part that has a little bit of shading is like the shadow details on the scales. The wings are all completely alcohol markers. But yeah, I turned out pretty cool. Just, I don't know. Something about it I didn't love it. And then I tried to do this one. This is another whip that I forgot to show you guys. And I couldn't finish her. I just kind of gave up partway through. And I don't know why. I think she'd be really cool all finished. I have no drive to finish her at all. So I don't know if it's this book that does that, but I don't know. We'll see how I feel about that. That one I'm going to keep marked because it's still a whip. So we'll keep that lady marked and see if I maybe go back and finish that at some point. This one was a one that I did 2 pages last night, 2 of them. So I did this one. This is in Winter Wonderland to Color. And I just played with my Tombow markers. So I did this page, and I really like it. I used some, just my Tombow markers and a little bit of white Posca, and then my Stardust jelly roll. So I don't know if you'll be able to see the shimmer on the letters, but yeah. I really had fun with this, and I thought it turned out really cute. And yeah, it was a really quick and easy one. And then I also did this one last night. This was also with my Tombow markers. Again, really fun. And then just some Posca for some added detail. But yeah, just had a blast. Now, with the Tombow markers on this paper, it did bleed through just a little bit. So if you're not okay with that, maybe don't use that technique on this page. Like, straight coloring was fine. It was just when I went in and tried to do blends and stuff, that's when it bled through a little bit. So yeah. So that is it. That is a ton of pages for me this month. I don't even know how many. I didn't count. I'm just happy that I have a bunch done. That part made me really, really happy. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will try to link as many of these books below if you're interested. Check out the description box to see, if you'd like any of those books. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.